is how to put together a pump, the fittings and everything, with one dump on it. This is a CCE pump. It's got all the connections on the top of the block. When you're going to put Teflon tape, which you should use plenty of it, they've got the goop kind that you can just kind of paint on. I don't really like that, but what you do is hold it, put this on the top, and go ahead and start wrapping it. Now when I wrap mine, I wrap it plenty. I never have any leaks. Yeah, I put a lot on. And the reason why you do it this particular way is so that when you're spinning it to tighten it, it goes with it. You wrap it the other way, as you're tightening it, it'll kind of come undone a little bit. At least this way it'll go the same direction. You want to make sure that none of the Teflon is going over the inside of the fitting there, because the Teflon could get in your tank and motor. So just make sure that there's none on it. And the way that this one goes together, the dump is the biggest part, so it needs to go on first. So you got your check valve, and most of the time there's some sort of arrow or something indicating which route is out and won't go back in. But these don't have arrows, but I already know that this is the side that does not allow fluid to come back. So what you want to do is put it on the P side, not the return side. Put it on the P side. See, now I'm not putting these full on together, I'm just putting them together enough to show you how to put one together that's like this. Granted, any other setup or pump, there's many different pumps with different blocks, and where the different stuff is, you'll have to put it together completely different, but this is just the basics. So put your check valve, you'll put your dump on, now when I'm putting this stuff together, I like to take this and try to tighten this as hard as I can with my hands so I don't scratch it up. You can take and try to hold this still and just turn this as much as possible, that you know, you get it tight where it doesn't leak. Then you've got your out port for your dumps, or your dump side, dump lines. You'll tighten it. Then you've got your other dump one that goes in the other. Excuse me. Actually, this is your out port right here to your actual cylinders. This is a dump, and then your return right here, it'll hook in from here to here. So once you've got these on there like this, start putting these in. Now, I'm not putting this all the way. Your slowdown valve, you may have to take this completely out so it will spin. Otherwise it's going to be hitting your dump. So we put it in, then you got your last fitting there on that. So hypothetically that's the way it goes. Once you've tightened everything down with this, then you can put this back in. Then you've also got your air nozzle, which this one is a I think it's an 11. Now it's got to be a thin wall because these are sunk in, so it's kind of hard to get to, but you'll put it in. Alright, now a backyard way of tightening these down without scratching them is to get the right size, which I'm using 19mm and 9/16. A backyard way of doing it is to take black electrical tape and wrap around the inside of it, trying not to scratch that. Now, I know there's specifically made tools that would be better fitted for something like this, but I don't have any of those tools, and I'm too cheap to go out and buy some. So just wrap it up in there, and then that's pretty much it on that. As far as your dump, this is a dump line, this is a dump line, so it will connect from here to here. This goes out to your cylinder. Also, another little quick note, all that extra Teflon tape that you see there, you can leave it alone, or you can take like a wire toothbrush and lightly rub it, and it will come right off. Just break it loose and peel it the rest of the way off after you've tightened everything down. Now, for those of you that are running with a 1 pump 2 dump setup, this is a little bit more complex, but it just follow the hoses pretty much, or the fittings. So you got your pump out, your pressure going out. You got a T-fitting going to these that are then going out to the front. Now you got check valves right here and right here. You'll notice the little arrow right there that shows the fluid goes out. Okay, now after the arrow, I've got a T-fitting on both sides that are then coming back around to your dump, and then when the dump is hit, the fluid goes through here to your slowdown back into the pump.